Hey there, welcome back to section 3. This one we're gonna start with the real job hunting. Again, there is like one introductory video on this section. So where I want to explore your journey. So I will explain you my journey so you will really understand what I'm trying to say. Now the thing with the job hunting is like at the moment I want you to realize what exactly you want to be. There might be some things from your family like okay, peer pressure to be a software engineer, or you being an electronic engineer, then you want to switch into software development field. But what I'm telling you is like it's very easy to get a job, but it's very hard to love the job. So if you don't like what you do, you eventually hate doing the thing. And from my experience, it will be a help for you. So when you love something, you don't feel like you're spending time on it, right? So my point is like you should be able to understand what you really need it, and why should you pursue it. All right, so this is my journey. My journey started as a web developer. This is back in 2010, where I was doing my 10th grade, and one of my tutor introduced me to the web development. And again, he didn't teach me anything, but it was like a nice push for me to get started with the web page development. And you can see this is in 2010 over here. I It was like a school level competition. I nailed it, and I eventually became a district level first, then from there state level championship. So this is from on the state called Kerala, then national level championship. So this is how it went, and I kind of really loved the process. And it was like pretty niche. So I became one of the topper on the state level championship, and that's how I started with the web development. So then I slowly started doing blogs, Google AdSense. So that was some fun activities which I've been doing. And I would say that my peers or my friends also were doing the something similar to it. So it was very a competitive field to be be first among them. So it was really a good environment for me to learn and develop, and I really appreciate all of them in that journey. Then eventually what happened is like in the 2012 to 2016 period, I started working on this Android development. I kind of realized like okay, this is pretty fun to develop some Android stuff. Then what I did is like I kind of developed few of the Android apps just by learning myself. And hardly I had a system. I've been using my uncle's system or something like that. um okay, okay, I haven't touched this thing before. I just need to verify my account. So there was like couple of wallpaper apps, calculator apps which I've been created that particular point of time, again linked to AdSense. So this used to get some small generate revenue from these apps and website that particular point of time. Then as usual, started doing the bachelor's, then eventually went in the flow. Been doing a lot of activities out there, but you know what actually happens when you do bachelor's in India, like they will suck your core out of the time, and you don't have time for yourself to do some side activities like this. But again, I don't blame the education system, but that's how it works. Then eventually got placement and started working as a software developer engineer on Java programming language. I used to enjoy in the beginning because the team was pretty fun and all this stuff. Again, after one point, it became very redundant. It became started getting a slowly toxic because I was working in a service based company. Then I realized, okay, I should be something else because I do have a people skills that particular point of time. Then I started, on my free time, I started working on something called um, Google crowdsource application, and somehow I loved it, and I became one of the best influencer and started doing a lot of sessions, machine learning, teaching machine learning. That's how I got introduced into data. Then I pursued my master's in data science and part of the GitHub Campus Whisper. Um, did a lot of international events with the GitHub Campus Whisper. Then I realized, okay, I'm good at both the project management skills and data engineer. So now I know what I do. And again, after graduating from the masters, then I eventually figured it out. Data engineering is something which I want to pursue, right? So I started working as a data engineer. But again, I don't want to stick into my technical skills for a long time. So I want to explore the project management skills and that's where I belongs to. Because when I work on those developer relationships or project management thing, I never felt like, okay, my time is going or my time is passing. So what I'm trying to say to you is, there is no something like a fixed thing. So it keeps changing. So even though you like data, some one point of time you will realize, okay, the tool which you are using is no more required because Copilot is there or some other new tool is coming out. So you should be very much adaptive to what the changes, and you should be very adaptive to learn, eager to learn, and quick learner in this industry to catch it up. And if you are a student right now, and as my journey, as you can see that, um, try to find what you really enjoy. So the best way to find it out is like when you work on something. For example, if you're developing a website and you feel like it's not tiring you, it's a lot of fun, and it excites you, that's where you belongs to. So you have to put your legs on every field and find out what inspires you, what makes you fun, what makes you more rewarding experience for you, and that's where you belongs to, right? So the story is like, make a journey of your story and how you will be explaining to other people, and eventually figure it out, okay, where your belongs to. So this is your assignment for this particular video. And over here, right now, my strategy is like, I already figured it out what I want in my life. So I have two ways to go in. Either I can be a developer relationship or relations, or become a program management or a data engineer. So what I do is like, gradually apply for these two roles, right? It doesn't matter if I'm getting a data engineer role, because my strategy is something like, down the line, if I work for like 3 to 4 years on as a develop data engineer, I can slowly switch into program management or project management roles, which again I wanted to do in a long term time. So this is are two roles which I want to pursue in. So what I do is like, I create as two templates. For example, just give me a minute, let me show you. What I do is like, I use Google Docs, and here I create two different templates. So one for the program management, one for the normal roles, like a data engineer roles. So this was ideally one page, then I make it like a two-page thing. And again, if you go to the job seeker and or go to the ATS, all of these ATS um, resumes are scored 90 plus. So all you need to do is like, go here and add your experience if you're experienced or something like that. So this is your task for the day. Find the required resume ATS template and change it. So I created two templates over here. Then for every job, what I do is like, I try to find the keywords of that job and try to change the keywords here and there, not the entire resume, because that's gonna be very time consuming, right? So this is what I do, and this is my strategy, and I want you to follow this strategy as well. Never apply to a company with a single resume. That's never gonna work for you. That's never gonna help you to get past the ATS system. All right, so we will talk about what is ATS and all this stuff in the next video. But yeah, this was my strategy, and the tool for the day is called Teal. And about this tool, I'm going to explain you in the next video. So the link for this tool is there in the description box, so you can just go and click on that and get your free. This is like a paid tool, but I don't want anyone to pay for it. But it gives you a lot of information without in the free version itself.